from the novel Where Anakin Meets Thrawn for the first time. The book comes out July 24th, but this piece they've given us is a really fun read. The Star Wars official website, which I'll link below, has released it as well, and along with it, an audio of the novel narrated by Mark Thompson. I'll now narrate the piece that they've released on their website for you, just so we can talk about it afterwards. Here we go. Taking a final look at the nav display, Anakin pointed to the activating towards the horizon, toward power to the drive. Abruptly, R2-D2 trilled away.
Poi ci sei? Non ti sento. Ok. Stai guardando? Perché non ho la cosa. Ok, devo giusto perché adesso avevo messo per di lasciare la mia voce dentro alla live perché
Listen to me!
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
You know what I mean. Well then.
Yes, indeed. Hey. Lakota.
che adesso d'ora in poi tu non ci sei. Questo l'ho capito, però dovresti sentire il mio audio dalla live direttamente, quindi se mai magari te lo vuoi riguardare, poi non lo so. Se poi non ti interessa faccia. Deadly Judgment, Deadly Deception. C'ha ragione Makoto, però comunque fa ridere i fumi. Scusa, mi devo preparare. Qua posso guardare tutti questi, sì. Set skills, cosa fa? Ah, non ne ho nessuna. Allora iniziamo. Trial. Alright, cosa vuol dire?
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Oh, è da un po' che non sentivo la voce di Makoto.
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
E lui li vuole tenere aperti.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates
Sì,
even
non sono
death's
morti,
barrier.
dai. Cioè, hanno diritto di partecipare.
Friendship penetrates.
No, ma questa è fantastica. Friendship Penetrates è fantastica.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
Ah, ce n'è un'altra? Non ho notato.
There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Non l'avevo notato.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
E non arriverà mai una 16ª persona, no.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin!
Quindi non stop debate. Sì, voglio saperne di più perché... Ok, quindi sono cose che vanno non stop, appunto. Cioè, quindi suppongo che io debba... parlano senza pausa. Cavolo, io dovrò sentire tutto. Vabbè, questa qua è facile, però... e qui quindi qua devo fare tipo obiezione, fare tipo no, questa cosa che hai detto tu non va con l'altra. Oh no, ne ho soltanto uno. Quindi devo usare i truth bullets, quelli che avevo, per tipo dire no, questa cosa non va bene. Saranno tipo come se fosse una pistola. Truth cylinder. Let's take that to aim, then fire with a triangle. Ok, quindi pronto a mettere il mirino su Leon. Make your argument. Evidence of a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Yeah.
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
No, triangolo.
Didn't even
Okay.
have a chance to resist.
No. Ah, ok. Ah, ok.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder
Ok, quindi
took
qua
place
siamo
in
pronto.
Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely
Non so,
that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to receive it.
No, that's wrong.
Counter c'è scritto dietro.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
No, wow, non è che ci sono tagli alle pareti e roba.
Between who and who?
No.
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
Anche chiamato Leon.
You're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
Questa qua non capisce niente, adesso
She
non
must
per
have been
dire però.
attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need
C'ha
explaining.
ragione Byakuya però, cioè.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Wow, i fumi, no, perché prima con tipo le obiezioni, counter, eccetera, no. Kitchen knife set. Il fatto che ne mancava uno.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
No,
So
ma
the killer used some
davvero.
random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong.
Non era uno a caso, non era uno random, era quello là specificatamente.
No, I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Kitchen knife?
E qui la testimonianza di Aoi viene perché tipo sapeva che io non sono andato a prenderne una.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense.
No, ma non si capiva che era un coltello alla cucina, cioè no.
And if you look real close,
Sì, devi guardare proprio davvero da vicino, attenzione, non si
Okay, so
capiva.
the
Se
murder
no.
weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us?
Boh, da te?
I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we present our arguments.
Brava
Otherwise, what's the
Kyoko.
point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
Cos'altro c'è, dai? Posso concentrarmi con R1. Ah, e così posso rallentare il tempo. Ah, e poi tipo la mia mira è più mirosa. Ah, però c'ho tipo una barra e quindi non posso farlo per sempre. Oh, madonna, sta canzone.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
No.
He did it in secret. Nobody was in the dining hall.
No, that's wrong.
C'è Aoi che mi fa la testimone.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well,
Well,
what if I
okay.
have a witness? What do you think, Tina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Sì.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall,
Aspetta,
correct?
com'è successa sta cosa? Questa non l'ho capita.
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Sempre dice cosa vuol dire
No,
non
he
credo.
definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Ok, sì, ma quando arriviamo a 11037?
Then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to
Idiot
protect each
swimmer
other?
girl.
Idiot swimmer girl?
Tutte e due.
Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Esatto, non saresti neanche Blackened, non avrebbe senso, non
Speaking of
usciresti.
which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Non funziona
So in
allora.
other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Anzi, o muore, cioè muore l'altro o
Then there's
muore.
no way anyone would work together, right?
Non ha senso. A meno che qualcuno non volesse. Sto dicendo per altre cose. A meno che qualcuno non voglia lavorare con qualcuno per essere sicuro di non venire ucciso.
But what if they
L'unica
did
cosa.
work together and they just didn't know about the rules?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Non è divertente così.
Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate.
Beh,
After all,
sì.
she just said she was in the
Quella
dining
faccia
hall.
di Celeste.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
No, non ero io, no.
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
Sì, ma non abbiamo prove.
I can.
Attenzione a
That's right.
Sakura.
Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Chi è Sakura? No, vabbè, lui è allucinante.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Non ci sono complici, Dio santo, Yasuhiro.
Actually, no. Because, well,
Non ci sono complici.
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
Sì, perché non ci sono complici.
Stayed over? Doesn't that violate
No.
one of the school regulations? We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
Esatto.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Questa è
I'm
Kiyotaka.
a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Makoto?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Leon.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Io sono con Byakuya totalmente in questa cosa. Cioè, io perché non l'hai detto da subito?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Ah, è Junko.
Sayaka,
Ah,
She's the one who came to the dining hall.
ha preso il
And then
coltello.
later,
Ha preso il
she wound
coltello e
up
l'ha
dead.
portato dentro, ma allora mi chiedo, ha preso il coltello e l'ha portato dentro. Leon doveva entrare a ucciderla col suo toolkit, con la sua cosa. Ma poi si è scoperto, ma poi lui ha scoperto che c'era quel coltello ed era meglio perché non escludeva ragazza. Poi c'è anche il fatto che aveva svitato la maniglia del bagno, quindi sì. Quello che ha preso the knife from the kitchen was Sayaka.
Then,
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she
Perché era
left, she
spaventata.
said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely,
Aveva visitato prima il coltello.
The person who took the knife was the victim herself.
Adesso è tipo suicidio.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you
Sì.
still could have killed her.
Esatto, questa è una cosa, non è nel mio favore.
See? He did do it after all.
Ho capito, 11037, io ci
that's how
spieghiamo.
you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that
Alleluia,
Makoto is the
c'è
killer,
Kyoko che è
wouldn't you
l'unica
say?
che è.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering.
Sì, esatto, non avrebbe
And until
senso.
we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Adesso, a parte tutto, non voglio dire niente, ma cosa mi proibisce di usare la strategia di 11037 contro qualcun altro? Cioè, dico, non c'è niente che me lo impedisce e allo stesso tempo quel niente che me lo impedisce, non so parlare, vabbè, non c'è niente che me lo impedisce e allo stesso tempo è una prova quasi inconfutabile e allo stesso tempo cioè, mi ritrovo nella stessa situazione di Makoto adesso con le stesse prove allo stesso modo, ecco.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have
Cos'è
been
che
there.
non c'era?
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Cos'è che non c'era? Hangsman Gambit. Sì, voglio sapere che cos'è. Hangsman Gambit. Ah, dobbiamo trovare una frase importante di questo incidente. Ah, dobbiamo... Aspetta, devo capirlo. Ci sono delle lettere che vanno in giro, delle lettere che sappiamo già e devo trovare una frase. E devo fare le lettere giuste nell'ordine giusto. Ok. Ah, e se faccio le lettere sbagliate alla mia roba tipo ovviamente dico faccio roba dico cosa a caso, loro dicono poi dico una roba giusta ma loro dico mi credono di meno, suppongo stessa cosa. Tre lettere. H-U-I. Cosa può essere H-U-I? Hayu. I-A-U-I. I-A-U. Oddio, faccio schifo. A-U-I-H. H-A-I-U. U-A-I-H. H-U-I-A. Non ha senso. Cosa? Aspetta, me le devo scrivere da qualche parte queste. Però non ho una penna, cavolo. Sì, c'era una penna, fantastico. Ok. Sono H-A-I-U. Quindi sono cioè perché c'è, se la H è prima ci possono essere, se la H è prima ci possono essere Hayu o Huya, e nessuna delle due ha senso. Se la A è la prima ci possono essere A H I U e A U I H, e non hanno senso. Se la U è la prima ci possono essere U A I H o U H I A. Non ha nessuna, solo H, quindi ok, H. Ah no, aspetta. Ah, c'è anche una R, attenzione. Quindi ok, H Queer HR O. No, no, allora, aspetta, non... Oddio. Ah, devo sparare tipo tante volte per... Quindi prendiamo l'H. L'H è la prima. Hayu, higher. Secondo me questa. Ok, ho visto che chissà che... Che cos'è? Ah, i capelli. È vero, sono scemo.
That's
Stavo
right.
dicendo higher.
There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Sì, ma troviamo il corpo nel bagno. No, perché poi avremmo trovato il corpo del bagno.
They would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
Perché tu sei l'unico con capelli rossi, intelligentone.
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto wasn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Sì.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
Mi piace questo disegno di lei che si
I would
sveglia.
like to hear these reasons.
Do you
Ottimo,
remember
Sakura.
anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Ah, è vero il
Yeah,
fatto che...
then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Sì. Ah, devo decidere.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
Poi c'è Hiro.
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
C'è questo sprite.
In trying to bypass the
questo
lock,
disegno.
they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then.
Hiro, i bagni maschi non hanno cosa, bla bla bla
Let's
bla
take
bla.
another look at how the incident unfolded.
Io,
Hopefully that will help you
cavolo, ogni
understand.
roba... Cioè, questa investigazione è un bel facile, perché ovviamente è la prima. Poi, dimentico ovviamente, perché ho chiuso questo, non lo so, non so perché ho chiuso adesso la roba, poi ovviamente più avanti diventeranno molto più difficili, però almeno queste adesso sono più facili. Sì, voglio sapere ancora di più. Ah, adesso ce ne sarà più di uno ovviamente. Ok, ce n'è solo una. E non tutti i punti deboli sono falsi. Sì, praticamente tutti dicono oh ma stai dicendo schifezze. E quindi tipo tutti sono tipo oh ragazzi ma che stai dicendo. Comunque tutta la musica in questa cosa è tutta bellissima, che questo è per la cosa del bagno.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Sì.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
Eccola.
No, he's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be.
Allora come c'è la musica della roba della class trial, dell'investigazione, e poi c'è la musica di Monokuma in mezzo.
But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door.
È bellissima questa musica.
That's not lucky at all.
Ma più che Ultimate Lucky c'era Ultimate Unlucky, considerando tutta questa roba di Dangan.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Se non si apre.
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
Specialmente lei è
The
un
killer could
maschio.
easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Ah, la roba che sai che swap nameplate, che tipo sulla roba mia c'era la cosa di Sayak, sulla roba di Sayak c'era il nome mio. Perché come ci siamo scambiati, si erano scambiati anche quello automaticamente. And to place it my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then...
Sì,
And there
avrebbe
would have
fatto
been a
la
lock on the
cosa...
door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
No.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door open.
Ok, adesso devo andare in bagno. Aspetta un attimo, se lo stai guardando sta cosa, poi tipo puoi saltare tipo 10 secondi. Io sono tornato, se lo stai guardando.
Regardless, it was a
Anche se
pointless
non
act.
credo che lo guarderai,
Wasting
però
time
se
trying to break
ti
down a door that
interessa,
wasn't locked.
mi piace la cosa che ti interessi.
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
Mi piace Byakuya, adesso da un punto di vista puramente pratico. Non è simpatico, ma è molto pratico.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms? Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
C'è Toko tipo, aspetta, non eri tu? Sì, cioè,
Then who did do it?
Poi c'è Mondo che si arrabbia.
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority
Calmati, chi
rules?
attacca.
Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
11037.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem. Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Guarda, sarà uno schifo.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering,
Esatto, me lo stavo
how
chiedendo
did the
anche io.
culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Le chiavi erano dentro.
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
Sta cercando. C'è qualche tipo di prova che faccia vedere che è lui e sta cercando di deviare, di uscire da questa cosa.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Sì, esatto.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
L'avremmo visto.
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear
Ah,
that the
è
locks
vero.
are all unpickable.
Me ne ero dimenticato.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way.
Ha bussato.
They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Perché no?
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his
Io
place.
ho soprattutto 10.000 hater.
Oh, why exactly can't that be it?
Oddio, non la so, non lo so. Cosa dice qua? Ok, no, niente di che qua. Ok. Perché no? Non so, credo che siamo ancora 1 minuto e 19. Possibile che sia questo? Vedete, è stato fratturato con questa. Quindi questa è stata usata dal killer. Ok, questo ho capito. Questo però cosa c'entra? Oddio, non so quale potrebbe essere. Oddio, non lo so. Non lo so, sto sparando a caso. Devo sparare a caso. Cavolo, non è... possibile che sia perché avesse tipo il polso rotto? No. No, ok. Ho appunto sbaglio. Perché è l'1:30 di notte e non sarebbe potuto uscire. No. Aiuto, come si fa? Per questo, perché sai, secondo boh, non lo so, a questo punto sto sparando a caso. Possibile che sia questa? No. Devo prendere la giusta oppure sbaglio, cioè sto sparando a caso, davvero non lo so. Cosa dice qua? Possibile? Sì, perché avevamo cambiato.
Was already scared, remember?
Dio.
That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Oh. Okay.
Knowing what she's been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Sure.
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Che mondo qui.
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, But even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes.
Sure.
Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But...
Of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Voleva farsi
Of course,
uccidere da
I'm only into
qualcuno.
2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Can we be sure anyone even got this note?
Sì, esatto.
And
cioè.
honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened. Huh? What makes you say that? Would you like to hear what I have to say?
No, guarda, siamo
Very
giusti
well
in
then.
un'investigazione.
Pay attention.
Ah, ok, attenzione, non so debate, devo stare attento.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Sì.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
Sì.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room. Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
Sì.
So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection
No.
to what happened.
Non è vero.
It certainly would seem that way.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Sì.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
Sì.
I see.
Ah, non è la stanza in cui stavo io. Perché la sua stanza è diventata la mia praticamente.
Exactly. The room that Makoto...
No, it's wrong.
Quindi è questo.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name.
Make sure you hai capito, la roba del
And the
nameplate
name
diceva
on
di guardare
Makoto's room
apposta.
had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Sì.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Esatto.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
Sì, non è una cosa che
And the one who
noteresti.
switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Esatto, perché sennò...
Right. Okay, then who did it?
Monokuma. Dai, The Killer ovviamente. Cioè, secondo me l'ha fatto comunque. Boh, vabbè.
Shoot!
È stato... Allora è Sayaka. Madonna, c'ho mezzo cuore.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Sì, è vero. Oh, Kyoko è un bel... Cioè, Kyoko sa un bel ma non parla niente.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. she would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
Esatto,
She
cioè
wanted
perché...
someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
Sì, ma perché voleva che qualcuno venisse? Voleva farsi uccidere da qualcuno?
But not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
Voleva farsi uccidere da qualcuno per farli diventare Black e incastrare me per fare in modo che la persona Black non venisse uccisa, perché voleva proteggere Leon. Ma a quel punto non sarebbe Leon, perché mettere l'1137? Con questa strategia non è più Leon. Oddio, non mi sto intrippando.
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
E chi è che ha invitato?
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Esatto.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes?
Sì.
Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Questo lo sai già.
We just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Sì.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend
E
myself.
poi abbiamo scambiato. E poi ci ha detto di scambiare. Perché tu sto aspettando più di Sayaka che di altri? E poi ha detto che dovremmo scambiare stanza per averla lei quella roba per fare un finto.
Seems pretty likely that the
finto
killer used
coso.
it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
I got it!
Perché c'era
All
la
you
roba
have to do is take
militare.
a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
Adesso l'hai capito.
And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Ah, io questo altro po'. Ah, più di uno ne avremmo. Posso dire più verità e devo prendere la giusta. Ok. Ok. Io comunque ho 1000 precise di difficoltà, quindi non so se c'è scritto un'altra cosa da sword. Set.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
Ah, triangolo.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
Non è dimenticato sempre che devo premere triangolo, non mi...
She tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden in her leg.
Sì.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
Questo ha tutto senso.
And that's exactly what happened.
9 la parte dell'inizio.
When the fighting broke out,
Ho sbagliato
the
pulsante.
culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
No, it's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the
È
sword.
lunghissima sta roba, però è fighissima.
Why not?
because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it, like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
Non è la persona più
If the
intelligente
sword
del
was used
mondo.
first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay,
Shit,
so
come
how
sempre modo.
did the sheath
mondo.
get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked
Sayaka.
First! I think I get it! So here's how it all played out.
Questo dice sempre l'ovvio perché vuole essere.
Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So
Non
she
credo.
grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend
Esatto.
herself.
Perché lei aveva il
How the hell
coltello.
can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
I got it!
Aveva,
You're
non
talking about her
c'era.
palms, right?
Non c'era la roba dorata sui.
The palms
sulle
of her
mani.
hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle.
Sì,
It's safe to
esatto.
assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the
Sì, ha avuto
bathroom.
il tempo di lavarsi le mani.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Non credo. No, quello che stai dicendo non ha senso. È perché sono brutta.
No, that's not it at all.
Dove lo so. Non c'è acqua di notte.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower yet.
C'è lei. Pensavo che sarebbe stato i fumi a dire qualcosa del genere.
You're no different.
Esatto.
You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a
Come
compliment.
può essere un complimento?
Insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword.
Esatto.
But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the...
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
Voleva uccidere lei.
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
Leon si è solo difeso. Povero.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Povero Leon.
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in.
Tutto per incastrare me. Maledetta.
And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation,
il problema è che Leon è più forte, anche più forte perché è un atleta, è bravo e in generale Leon è anche più muscoloso, suppongo più veloce, essendo un giocatore di baseball ha anche riflessi, essendo un giocatore di baseball per i tiri più alti. Povero Leon.
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto. Sayaka was the one who suggested you to switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you.
Sì,
that
l'ho
is a
pensato anch'io.
possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates.
Sì.
She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying.
Sì.
And by committing the murder there, instead of her room,
C'è Leon
that
che
would
sta
hit Makoto.
cercando di essere scioccato.
But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret.
E in quel caso, per non far morire a me e a tutti gli altri, ha messo il nome di Leon sul muro. E Leon in quel caso non ha avuto nessuna scelta.
If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
Soprattutto Leon, che è abbastanza lontano, non si ricorderebbe dove è la nostra.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky?
Sì, esatto.
For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
Non l'avrei detto.
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Perché? No, l'avrei fatta, non è quello.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation.
Quindi qualcuno...
A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Maledetta.
Holy shit!
Sono commondo
But
su
in the
questa.
end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument!
È vero.
You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it! Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all
Adesso abbiamo
just
il
because
tempo.
you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
No, non è che c'è altro, non è che c'è un 1-1-3-7 la palla di cristallo, la manica bruciata della cosa. Comunque lui non ha la manica bruciata,
It's
cioè
easy just
nessuno
to
ce
say,
l'ha.
hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Devo sparare all'inizio.
Die! Die!
Cosa sto facendo? Dai.
Do something! We're all gonna die!
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, l'ho mancata.
Very well. Then let's review
No.
all the clues we've found up to this point
Non
one more
volevo, adesso ho preso un punto.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right? No, it's wrong.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining. Wait, what did you say?
Dining.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Perché chissà perché mi viene da fare da guardarla al contrario sta cosa.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
I got it!
Perché c'era
Her
il sangue
left
sul
index
suo...
finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still... What the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
They're letters wrote upside down.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
What? What?
C'è mondo che ti puoi...
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Una N perché si vede il sangue lì,
You're
ho
right.
capito.
The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but... Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Cioè neanche mi devono far fare la correzione, dal gioco questa connessione così.
Said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
Povero
But even if
Leon.
that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Deve arrivare Kyoko che l'ha già capito da 30 anni.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue card and right onto who did it! So, whose name did she write?
Ma non sapete girare la testa. Ah, devo scegliere. Adoro come salta Monokuma qua. Tipo no, secondo me è Monokuma. Ah no. Ok, io Leon.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180
Che non ho
degrees.
fatto appena l'ho notato, no.
If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
Mi piace questo sprite lì tutta arrabbiata,
No,
questo disegno
it's
là.
not random at all.
C'è Kyoko che della CD basta, l'aveva beccato.
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
Boh, non la
That sounds
capisco.
like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
E qui arriviamo alla palla di cristallo.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator,
Come
right?
faccio a sapere che l'ho trovato?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon.
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Lancio.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles
Lo
are
sapevo
right here.
dall'inizio. Mi dà quasi fastidio.
Yeah, I think so.
Where?
Shoot!
How? Cioè, se non è where è how. Però questo how passa dal where, per quello ho detto where.
If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash.
No, sta cercando di fare l'ultima difesa.
Interesting.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
No, that's wrong.
No. Perché l'ha detto? Si è... Cioè, ha dato un
Hold on.
pezzo, c'è una
I
frase su cui
think I know how
ragionare.
someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
È troppo bello questo disegnino. Divine with it. Diventa divino.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate.
È l'unico che
All
poteva
they had to do was hit
fare.
that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi? Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the
Sì, è
fire.
vero.
If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
Sì, ma quello lì è bravo.
You'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
Ultimate Fanfic, le fanfic ce la fanno.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
Challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shifter brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
Fai tipo tu, che sei il protagonista.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Ah, tipo è l'ultimo degli ultimi. Ah, come se fosse un fumetto. Ah, figo. No, ok, così sta andando avanti. Ok. Anzi no. Questo caso è così. Anzi no. Anzi no. Ah, ce ne sono di più. Ah, non lo sapevo. Anzi no, ne ho ancora altri. Oddio, questa cosa non è così facile. Allora, questo penso sia qua sempre. Anche questo è. Così sta tenendo il braccio. Anzi no, qua dobbiamo mettere questo. Anzi, ah no, questi qua sono pezzi già presenti. Ah. Ok. No, questo qua, questo. Qua, questo. Lo fanno sembrare come se fosse lui lo psicopatico, mentre...
Here's exactly what happened.
Che povero
I
Leon.
think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Oh, bella sta canzone.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her. But of course, the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message.
Si è arrabbiata Sayaka che
To keep the
Leon,
killer from
onestamente.
noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator gate, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
Ah, ecco come è caduto quel pezzo.
Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Mi dispiace per Leon.
Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
Leon.
Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Bullet Time Battle, che cos'è questo invece? Ah, non vorrà, non gliene fregherà niente di sapere quello che voglio dire. Also, a.k.a. the PDP, by the way, hanno usato tutti gli acronimi possibili. Ah, con un ritmo, cos'è un rhythm game? Okay.
When the killer broke the bathroom doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. So what did the killer use?
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Stupid, stupid,
stupid, stupid, stupid, stupid, stupid, stupid, stupid! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lied! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lied! Shut up! Stupid! Where's your proof?
This should prove it. The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each...
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room...
Una figata sta roba, non è tipo un'ora e mezza. Che è una cosa buona perché è figo.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Esatto, mi avrebbe incastrato ancora di più così.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Così è andato alla sostanza per prenderlo.
Then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh?
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when,
where, and why. Bravo, Byakuya.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Beh, sì, è vero.
Stupid.
Mi piace molto la parola stupid. Oddio. Beh, però non ho avuto scelta. Mi dispiace.
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Mi dispiace per lui. Volevo ucciderlo a Sakaya. Ho preso una A. Wow.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
Quindi se non votiamo siamo puniti.
Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Mi fa ridere. Oh, oddio.
Yahoo!
Huh? Hey, hold on.
You son of a bitch!
I didn't have a choice.
Sì, è vero, però, cioè, povero.
None of you are any different.
È vero, c'è povero.
I was just unlucky. That's all.
È vero.
Come on!
È vero, hai ragione. Di nuovo quel video. Ecco perché dopo che sono andata lei ha ripreso subito a fare tipo tutta la felice felicia, perché non voleva che io pensassi che ci fosse qualcosa di sbagliato in lei, non voleva che mi preoccupassi. C'era andata là, era tutta distrutta e poi è ritornata tipo a sorridere, anche se diceva ma cosa che gli sembrava un po' finto. Povera.
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
Ah, della serie. Durante mi stava chiedendo praticamente di accettare la mia morte durante la class trial e anche la morte di tutti gli altri durante la... no, non credo che sia dall'inizio, ma dopo quel video.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
No,
That's enough.
fermati. Kyoko mi ha appena salvato la vita.
Calm down.
Sta parlando come Yoda. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Punishment?
Punishment?
Execution? Wait a second!
Povero.
That's it?
Povero.
Is that okay?
Cosa vuol dire?
Do you understand?
No, non poteva. Perché se no te lo immagini il giorno dopo arriva lei col polso rotto e il leone mi ha attaccato, ha provato ad uccidermi e coso. No. No.
Oh,
Ha ragione anche Makoto. Però cavolo, cioè povero Leon, non poteva fare niente.
Unbelievable. Hey,
È vero.
Chills! I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
No, povero.
come on now.
Stop! Please!
Now
Povero.
then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Poco eccitato.
No!
Povero. Che strano vedere Dangan un po' in 3D. Game over. Everything found. Time for the punishment. Oh Dio, questo qui è proprio stile Danganronpa, che sta cutscene proprio stile. Oddio. Cosa sta succedendo? Oh Dio, no. Vogliamo usarlo, vogliono sparare di palle in faccia fino a che non muore. Oddio, l'avevo capita. Oddio, perché? Mille palle. Questa qui è la musica di Monokuma modificata. Ed eccolo morto. Cos'è questa, la super pallonata? O è già morto? Aspetta, ne ha inquadrato una persona che non sapevo cosa fosse, chi fosse, o sbaglio? Aspetta. Lo so che tu non vedi niente se stai guardando, ma devo guardare. Ma no, non è riuscito a farmi il video.
Extreme!
Dio.
I can't take it.
Well?
A questo punto o ne rimangono, ne può uscire solo uno, perché e quell'uno deve uccidere, perché alla fine se ognuno uccide, ognuno lo becchiamo, ne rimangono due e poi è quello che uccide. Quindi a meno che tipo non prendiamo Monokuma è finita, bisogna uccidere.
Damn you!
What the heck? Say what?
Però ma lo è, cioè.
Hey,
Shit. What does this mean?
Hey,
Thrills, chills, kills!
hey,
Ma Kyoko è allucinante. Cos'è? Siamo, prima di tutto Kyoko è allucinante, secondo siamo gli astronauti in qualcuno che guarda un video di YouTube di Among Us o cosa? Sto scherzando, però cavolo, siamo tipo in uno show televisivo. Ma chi guarderebbe questa cosa? Dovrebbe essere i 16 milionari e non potrebbe essere fatta pubblica, perché nessuno mai lo farebbe, a meno che non fosse uscita dal governo, e a quel punto ci sarebbero rivolte nelle strade, perché ci sarebbero delle rivolte. Quindi o è una roba segreta tra tipo cerchi i sadici o non so. Oddio. Sì, siamo tutti così. Guarda, siamo tutti in questo modo. Siamo tutti tipo tutti terrificati in modo allucinante, tranne Sakura e Kyoko. Quelle due non hanno emozioni.
just a second. Makoto. Listen.
Però me l'avesse detto lei ha capito. Lei l'ha capito immediatamente. Però è vero, non me l'avrebbe potuto dire perché gli avrei semplicemente detto no, non è vero. Anche se io, giocatore, l'avrei capito, Makoto no. Perché qua il nostro Makoto è un personaggio, non è di quelle cose che diventa tipo una cosa senza personalità. Quindi non sono io, è lui.
However,
cioè?
So,
è vero. Sarei stato... Sì, esatto. No, voleva... Poi perché ha detto che... Perché io? Perché non voleva proteggere magari Kyoko, magari Sakura? Perché se muoio io muoiono anche tutti gli altri.
certainly. Anyway, right.
Leon non era mio amico.
Correct. Hey. What?
Oh, Makoto. Primo capitolo, sopravvivere. Finito. Cavolo. Le persone nere. Cos'è? Rossi e neri. Diventerà. Passerà ad essere una cosa milanista. Tipo rosso nero. Oh, cos'è la roba che hanno usato per uccidere Leon? Ok. Io adesso mi sa che finisco questa cosa, video, come la vuoi chiamare. Ciao.